Chosen one, a billionaire shift is happening, and it's not just about wealth, it's about a complete transformation of your destiny, your purpose, and your very existence. God is not joking. He's sounding the alarm, calling you to pay attention, because the doors of supernatural abundance are swinging wide open, and you are standing at the threshold of a life that will leave the world in awe. This isn't just a promise, it's a divine mandate. You are chosen, you are anointed, and you are about to step into a realm of prosperity that defies all human understanding. So pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and let this truth sink into your soul. If you feel this message stirring something within you, hit that like button, subscribe to join thousands of chosen souls walking this path, and leave a comment with the number 777 to declare that you're ready to receive this billionaire shift. Stay with me until the end, because this is no ordinary message. This is a divine wake-up call meant for you. God has been watching you, chosen one. He's seen every sacrifice, every tear, every moment you stood firm when the world tried to break you. You've walked through valleys of doubt, faced storms of adversity, and yet here you are, unshaken, unbreakable, unstoppable. Now, God is saying, enough is enough. The time for struggle is over. The season of lack is behind you. A billionaire shift is not just about financial wealth. It's about an overflow of divine favor, wisdom, and influence that will reshape your life and touch the lives of those around you. This is a shift that transcends money. It's about stepping into a legacy of impact, a life where your presence commands change, where your vision births empires, and where your faith moves mountains. God is warning you to pay attention, because this shift is happening now, and it's happening for you. The universe is aligning, the heavens are moving, and the resources you need to fulfill your divine purpose are being released. You're not here by chance, you're here by divine appointment. Can you feel it? The energy shifting, the atmosphere changing, the ground beneath you trembling with possibility. This billionaire shift begins with a transformation within you. God is rewiring your mind, renewing your spirit, and recalibrating your vision. You've been operating from a place of survival, but now God is calling you to thrive. The dreams you've buried, the goals you've set aside, the visions you thought were too big, they're not just possible, they're inevitable. God is saying, I didn't create you to play small. I created you to dominate, to create, to lead. Your mindset is shifting from scarcity to abundance, from doubt to certainty, from fear to faith. Every thought of limitation is being uprooted, replaced with a divine confidence that says, I am chosen and I am ready. This is not about chasing wealth, it's about attracting it. The world's economy operates on lack, but God's economy operates on overflow. As you align with His will, you'll see opportunities manifest, connections form, and resources flow in ways that defy logic. You're not just stepping into wealth, you're stepping into a divine blueprint where every step is guided, every door is opened, and every dream is backed by the Creator Himself. Let me remind you, chosen one, of who you are. You are not defined by your past, your mistakes, or the opinions of others. You are a vessel of divine power, a beacon of God's glory, a force destined to change the world. The billionaire shift God is orchestrating in your life is not just about financial breakthroughs, it's about spiritual authority, emotional resilience, and a legacy that will outlive you. Think of Joseph in the Bible, a man who went from the pit to the palace, from slavery to ruling over nations. The world saw him as a dreamer, but God saw him as a deliverer. Your journey may have felt like a pit, but God is saying, look up, Your palace moment is here. The shift is happening now, and it's time to walk in the authority God has given you. Your voice will carry weight. Your ideas will spark revolutions, and your actions will build empires. This is not a fantasy. This is your divine reality. But here's the warning, chosen one. God is not joking. This shift requires your attention, your faith, and your action. The enemy will try to distract you, planting seeds of doubt, fear, and procrastination. He'll whisper, "You're not ready," or "This is too big for you." But let me tell you something, those lies have no power over you. The Bible says in Isaiah 54:17, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." You are shielded by God's promises, protected by His power, and guided by His purpose. The enemy's distractions are nothing compared to the divine momentum building in your life. This is your moment to rise above the noise, to silence the doubts, and to step boldly into the billionaire shift God has prepared. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let the opinions of others dim your light. You are chosen, and God is moving on your behalf right now. Let's talk about what this billionaire shift looks like in your life. It's not just about money, it's about influence, impact, and purpose. Imagine waking up every day knowing that your decisions shape industries, your generosity transforms communities, and your faith inspires generations. This is the life God is calling you to. Your financial breakthrough is coming, yes, but it's so much more than that. It's about the wisdom to steward wealth, the courage to seize opportunities, and the heart to give back. God is positioning you to be a conduit of His blessings, a channel through which His abundance flows to others. You're not just receiving wealth, you're redistributing it, building schools, funding ministries, empowering dreams. This is the billionaire shift, a life where your success is a testimony to God's faithfulness, where your prosperity is a tool for His glory. Now, pause for a moment and let this sink in. You're not watching this video by chance. God led you here because He's speaking directly to you. He's saying, "Pay attention, chosen one. Your billionaire shift is unfolding now." If this message is resonating in your spirit, if you feel the fire of divine purpose burning within you, hit that like button, subscribe to join thousands of chosen souls on this journey, and type 777 in the comments to declare that you're ready for what God has in store. This is not just a video, it's a divine signal, a call to action, a reminder that you are not ordinary. You are chosen, and the shift is happening whether you feel ready or not. Let's dive deeper into the spiritual mechanics of this billionaire shift. God is not just giving you wealth. He's giving you the keys to unlock it. In Matthew 16:19, Jesus says, "I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven." You have authority, chosen one. You have the power to bind lack and loose abundance, to bind fear and loose faith, to bind limitation and loose possibility. This billionaire shift is not about waiting for something to happen. It's about stepping into the authority God has already given you. Speak to your finances, declare breakthrough over your career, and command doors to open in your life. Your words carry power, your faith moves mountains, and your actions align the natural with the supernatural. But this shift requires preparation. God is not just handing you wealth without equipping you to handle it. He's refining your character, sharpening your discernment, and strengthening your faith. Think of David, who was anointed as king long before he sat on the throne. The years between his anointing and his coronation were filled with trials, lions, giants, and betrayal. But those trials prepared him to lead with wisdom and courage. Your trials have not been in vain, chosen one. Every challenge you've faced has been a training ground, preparing you for this billionaire shift. God is teaching you to steward wealth with integrity, to lead with humility, and to give with generosity. You're not just being blessed, you're being trusted with a divine assignment. The world may look at you and see where you are now, but God sees where you're going. He sees the empires you'll build, the lives you'll touch, the legacy you'll leave. This billionaire shift is not just about your bank account, it's about your influence. You're being positioned to sit at tables of power, to speak into global systems, to shape the future. Your ideas will birth innovations, your compassion will heal communities, and your faith will inspire nations. God is warning you to pay attention, because this is not a small moment. It's a divine turning point. The world is waiting for you to step into your calling, to claim your place, to walk in the fullness of who God created you to be. Now, let's address the doubts that may be creeping in. Maybe you're thinking, I don't feel ready for this, or I don't have what it takes. Let me remind you of Moses, who doubted his ability to lead God's people. He said, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh?" But God replied, "I will be with you." Exodus 3:11-12. Chosen one, God is with you. He's not calling you because you're perfect. He's calling you because you're chosen. Your weaknesses are where His strength shines brightest. Your doubts are where His faith takes root. This billionaire shift is not about your ability. It's about His power working through you. Trust that He's already equipped you for everything He's calling you to do. As you step into this shift, expect the unexpected. God's blessings don't always come in the ways you imagine. A divine connection might walk into your life tomorrow. An opportunity you never dreamed of could appear out of nowhere. A financial breakthrough could manifest in ways that leave you speechless. God is not limited by your circumstances, your background, or your resources. He's the God who turned water into wine, who fed thousands with a few loaves and fish, who raised the dead to life. Your billionaire shift is not bound by the natural, it's fueled by the supernatural. Open your heart, widen your vision, and expect miracles to unfold. This shift is not just about you, it's about the ripple effect of your obedience. When you step into God's plan, you become a catalyst for change. Your wealth will fund dreams, your influence will break barriers, and your faith will ignite hope. Imagine the schools you'll build, the businesses you'll launch, the families you'll restore. This billionaire shift is God's way of positioning you to be a blessing to the world. You're not just receiving abundance, you're redistributing it, turning scarcity into surplus, despair into hope, and dreams into reality. God is warning you to pay attention, because your actions today will shape generations tomorrow. Now, let's talk about the practical side of this billionaire shift. God is not just dropping wealth into your lap, He's giving you divine strategies. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." Start seeking God for wisdom in your decisions. Ask Him to guide your investments, your career moves, your relationships. The billionaire shift is not about reckless spending or chasing fleeting pleasures. It's about building wealth with purpose. God is downloading ideas into your spirit, strategies that will multiply your resources, and connections that will amplify your impact. Pay attention to the nudges, the ideas that won't leave you alone, the doors that open unexpectedly. These are divine signals, leading you into the fullness of your calling. The enemy will try to derail this shift, but he has no power over you. He'll throw distractions, setbacks, and naysayers your way, but you are covered by God's favor. Psalm 5:12 says, "Surely, Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield. You are untouchable, chosen one. No scheme of the enemy can stop what God has started. When doubts arise, speak God's promises over your life. When obstacles appear, walk through them with faith. When people question your destiny, let your success be your answer." This billionaire shift is not just a possibility, it's a certainty, sealed by the God who never fails. As you embrace this shift, you'll notice a change in how you carry yourself. There's a divine confidence rising within you, a boldness that comes from knowing you're walking in God's purpose. People will start to see it the way you speak with authority, the way you move with purpose, the way your presence commands attention. This is not arrogance, it's the glow of God's anointing. Your billionaire shift is not just about wealth, it's about becoming a vessel of His power, a reflection of His glory, a testimony of His faithfulness. The world will look at you and wonder, what happened to them? And you'll know it's God working through you, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. This is your moment, chosen one. God is warning you to pay attention, because the billionaire shift is not a distant dream, it's happening now. The wealth, the influence, the purpose, they're all within your reach. But you have to claim it. You have to believe it. You have to walk in it. Pause right now. Hit that like button, type 777 in the comments, and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen souls who are stepping into their divine destiny. This is not just a message, it's a divine activation. Stay with me, because we're just getting started, and the revelations God has for you will shake the very foundations of your life. Let's talk about the spiritual foundation of this billionaire shift. Your wealth is not rooted in the world's systems, it's rooted in God's kingdom. The world tells you to hustle, to grind, to chase success at all costs. But God says, "Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and all these things will be added to you." Matthew 6:33. This is the secret to your billionaire shift. Alignment with God's will. When you prioritize His purpose, everything else falls into place. Your finances, your relationships, your opportunities, they all align with His divine plan. Stop striving in your own strength and start resting in His provision. The wealth is already yours. It's waiting for you to step into it with faith. This shift is also about redefining what wealth means to you. The world measures wealth by bank accounts and possessions, but God measures it by impact and obedience. Your billionaire shift is not just about accumulating riches, it's about stewarding them for His glory. Imagine using your wealth to fund orphanages, to launch businesses that empower others, to create platforms that spread hope. This is the kind of wealth God is entrusting to you, not for selfish gain, but for kingdom impact. Your billionaire shift is a call to be a good steward, to multiply what God gives you, and to leave a legacy that echoes through eternity. But let's be real. Chosen ones stepping into this shift requires courage. The world will try to pull you back, to keep you small, to make you doubt your calling. You'll face resistance, not just from the enemy, but from your own fears and insecurities. That's why God is warning you to pay attention. He's saying, don't shrink back, don't settle, don't let fear steal your destiny. The billionaire shift is not for the faint of heart. It's for those who are willing to trust God, to take bold steps, and to believe in the impossible. You've been through too much to turn back now. Your scars are proof of your strength. Your trials are evidence of your resilience, and your faith is the key to your breakthrough. Let's look at history for a moment. Think of Abraham, who was called to leave everything familiar and step into a land God would show him. He didn't have a map, a plan, or a guarantee, just a promise. Yet he obeyed, and God made him the father of nations, wealthy beyond measure, with a legacy that still impacts the world today. You are walking in the same kind of faith, chosen one. God is calling you to leave behind the familiar, your comfort zones, your doubts, your limitations, and step into the unknown. The billionaire shift is your promised land, and it's waiting for you to claim it with bold, unwavering faith. This shift is also about timing. God's timing is perfect, and He's saying, now is the time. You may have felt like you've been waiting forever, like the breakthrough is always just out of reach. But hear me, your season of waiting is over. The floodgates are opening, the blessings are pouring, and the opportunities are manifesting. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." This is your season, chosen one. The billionaire shift is not a someday promise, it's a right now reality. God is moving behind the scenes, aligning people, resources, and opportunities to bring His plan to fruition. Pay attention, because the signs are all around you. Let's talk about the signs of this shift. You may start noticing divine coincidences, people crossing your path who open doors, ideas sparking in your mind that feel heaven-sent, opportunities appearing out of nowhere. These are not random, they're divine orchestrations. God is positioning you for greatness, and the signs are His way of confirming that you're on the right path. Pay attention to the nudges in your spirit, the dreams that won't fade, the moments when you feel God's presence guiding you. These are the breadcrumbs leading you to your billionaire shift. Trust them, follow them, and watch how God turns the impossible into reality. This billionaire shift is also about breaking generational curses. The lack, the struggle, the limitations that have held your family back, they end with you. God is not just blessing you, He's rewriting your family's story. Your wealth will be a legacy, a foundation for future generations to build upon. You're not just breaking through for yourself, you're breaking through for your children, your grandchildren, and those who will come after you. Deuteronomy 7:9 says, "He is the faithful God, keeping His covenant of love to 1,000 generations." Your obedience today will ripple through time, creating a legacy of abundance, faith, and purpose. But this shift requires you to let go of the old. You can't step into a billionaire destiny while clinging to a poverty mindset. Let go of the beliefs that say you're not enough, that wealth is for others, that success is out of reach. God is pruning away these lies, making room for His truth to take root. John 15:2 says, "He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, He prunes so that it will be even more fruitful." The pruning may feel uncomfortable, but it's necessary. God is removing what no longer serves you to make room for the abundance He's promised. As you step into this billionaire shift, expect opposition. The enemy doesn't give up easily, and he'll try to throw obstacles in your path. Doubts, delays, distractions. But here's the truth. The enemy's power is nothing compared to God's. Psalm 91:7 says, "1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you." You are protected, chosen one. The billionaire shift is God's plan, and no force in heaven or earth can stop it. When opposition comes, stand firm. Speak God's promises. Walk in faith. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. This shift is also about vision. God is expanding your capacity to dream bigger, to see further, to believe for more. Habakkuk 2:2-3 says, "Write the vision, Make it plain on tablets, so he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. It hastens to the end, it will not lie. Write down the dreams God is placing in your heart. Declare them, act on them. Your billionaire shift is not just about receiving, it's about creating. God is giving you ideas that will change industries, innovations that will solve problems, and opportunities that will shift paradigms. Don't hold back. Dream big, act boldly, and watch God bring your vision to life. Let's talk about the power of your words. Your billionaire shift is activated by what you speak. Proverbs 18:21 says, "The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit." Speak life over your finances, your career, your relationships. Declare that you are walking in abundance, that doors are opening, that God's favor is surrounding you. Your words are not just sounds, they're spiritual transactions, aligning the natural with the supernatural. Every time you speak faith, you're pulling your billionaire shift closer to reality. So choose your words carefully. Chosen one, speak what God speaks, and watch the heavens move on your behalf. This billionaire shift is not just about you, it's about the kingdom. God is raising you up to be a financier of His vision, a builder of His dreams, a steward of His resources. Your wealth will fund ministries, support communities, and spread the gospel. You're not just being blessed to live in luxury, you're being blessed to make a difference. Think of the impact you'll have when you use your wealth to empower others, to lift the broken, to heal the hurting. This is the heart of the billionaire shift, a life of purpose, where every dollar, every decision, every action glorifies God. As you embrace this shift, you'll notice a change in how others perceive you. Your presence will carry a new weight, a divine authority that commands respect. People will be drawn to your vision, inspired by your faith, and transformed by your generosity. This is not about pride, it's about reflecting God's glory. Your billionaire shift is a testimony to His power, a living proof that He keeps His promises. The world will look at you and see not just wealth, but wisdom, not just success, but purpose, not just a person, but a miracle. Now, let's talk about gratitude. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the fullness of this billionaire shift. Psalm 104 says, "Enter His gates with thanksgiving and His courts with praise. Give thanks to Him and praise His name." As God pours out His blessings, cultivate a heart of gratitude. Thank Him for what He's done, what He's doing, and what He's about to do. Gratitude shifts your perspective, turning challenges into opportunities and scarcity into abundance. It's a magnet for more blessings, a declaration that you trust God's provision. Start each day with a grateful heart and watch how it amplifies the billionaire shift in your life. This shift is also about community. You're not walking this journey alone. God is surrounding you with divine connections, people who will support your vision, amplify your impact, and walk with you into your destiny. Ecclesiastes 4:9 says, "Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor." Look for the people God is bringing into your life, the mentors, the partners, the supporters. These are not random encounters. They're divine appointments, orchestrated to propel you into your billionaire shift. Embrace them, value them, and build with them. Let's address the fear of failure. The enemy will try to make you believe that this billionaire shift is too big, that you'll fall short, that you're not enough. But hear me, chosen one. Failure is not your portion. God has not brought you this far to let you fall. Philippians 1:6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." Your billionaire shift is God's work, and He doesn't fail. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every delay is a preparation for a greater breakthrough. Trust that God is guiding your steps, even when the path feels uncertain. This billionaire shift is also about legacy. God is not just blessing you for today, He's blessing you for generations. Your wealth will outlive you, creating opportunities for your children, your community, and the world. Think of the Rockefeller family, who built a legacy of wealth and philanthropy that still impacts the world today. Your billionaire shift is not just about what you can achieve, it's about what you can leave behind. God is calling you to build something that lasts, something that carries His name, something that changes the world for His glory. As you step into this shift, expect acceleration. Things that used to take years will happen in months. Doors that seemed locked will swing open overnight. Opportunities that felt out of reach will land in your lap. Isaiah 60:22 says, "The least of you will become 1,000, the smallest, a mighty nation. I am the Lord. In its time, I will do this swiftly." This is the season of divine acceleration, where God is speeding up His plans for your life. Don't be surprised when blessings come faster than you expected, when breakthroughs happen sooner than you planned. This is God's timing, and it's perfect. Now, let's talk about the power of obedience. Your billionaire shift is tied to your willingness to act on God's instructions. When He tells you to move, move. When He tells you to wait, wait. When He tells you to give, give. 1 Samuel 15:22 says, "To obey is better than sacrifice." Your obedience is the key that unlocks the next level of your shift. It's not about doing things perfectly, it's about doing them faithfully. Trust God's voice, follow His lead, and watch how He turns your obedience into abundance. This billionaire shift is also about identity. You're not just a person with wealth, you're a person with purpose. God is redefining how you see yourself, moving you from just getting by to chosen for greatness. Romans 8:17 says, "Now if we are children, then we are heirs, heirs of God and co-heirs with Christ." You are an heir to God's kingdom, entitled to His riches, His power, His glory. Walk in that identity. Carry yourself like royalty, because that's who you are. Your billionaire shift is not just about what you have, it's about who you are in Christ. Let's talk about the overflow. This billionaire shift is not just about meeting your needs, it's about exceeding them. Ephesians 3:20 says, "Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us." God's plan for you is bigger than your dreams, greater than your imagination, and more powerful than your expectations. Your billionaire shift will overflow into every area of your life. Your finances, your relationships, your health, your purpose. Get ready for more than enough, because that's who God is. As you embrace this shift, you'll notice a change in your environment. The places you go, the people you meet, the opportunities you encounter, they'll all start to align with your new reality. God is shifting your surroundings to match your destiny. You'll find yourself in rooms you never thought you'd enter, speaking to people you never thought you'd meet, and working on projects you never thought you'd lead. This is the billionaire shift in action. God aligning the natural with the supernatural, the ordinary with the extraordinary. This shift is also about faith in action. James 2:17 says, "Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead." Your billionaire shift requires you to move. Take that step. Make that call. Launch that idea. God is not just giving you wealth. He's giving you opportunities to create it. Trust Him, act boldly, and watch how He multiplies your efforts. Your faith is the spark, and God's power is the fuel. Together, they will ignite a fire of abundance that cannot be contained. Let's talk about the global impact of your billionaire shift. God is not raising you up just for your own benefit. He's raising you up for the world. Your wealth will fund solutions to global problems. Your influence will shift cultural narratives, and your faith will inspire millions. Think of Elon Musk, whose vision for technology has changed how the world operates. Your vision, backed by God's power, will do the same. You're not just building wealth. You're building a movement, a legacy, a testimony that will echo across nations. This billionaire shift is also about resilience. The journey to abundance is not always smooth, but you are built for it. Philippians 4:13 says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Your resilience comes from Christ, your strength comes from His Spirit, and your success comes from His plan. When challenges arise, lean into His strength. When doubts creep in, stand on His promises. You are not just surviving, you are thriving, because God is with you every step of the way. Now, let's talk about the supernatural. Your billionaire shift is not bound by the natural laws of economics or opportunity. God operates in the realm of miracles, where the impossible becomes possible. Expect supernatural provision, money showing up when you least expect it, opportunities appearing out of nowhere, favor opening doors no one else could. Luke 1:37 says, "For no word from God will ever fail. His promises for you are unshakable, and your billionaire shift is proof of His supernatural power at work." As you step into this shift, you'll notice a change in your perspective. You'll start to see problems as opportunities, setbacks as setups, and challenges as chances to grow. This is the mindset of a billionaire, not someone who chases money, but someone who creates value. God is giving you a new lens, a new way of seeing the world, where every situation is a chance to manifest His glory. Embrace this perspective and watch how it transforms your decisions, your relationships, and your outcomes. This billionaire shift is also about surrender. It's not about striving harder, it's about trusting deeper. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." In the stillness, you'll hear His voice. In the surrender, you'll find His strength. Let go of the need to control, to force, to figure it all out. God has already figured it out. Your job is to trust, to obey, and to walk in faith. The billionaire shift is not something you achieve, it's something you receive. Let's talk about the power of alignment. Your billionaire shift is happening because you're aligning with God's purpose. Every step you take toward Him brings you closer to your destiny. Every act of obedience positions you for greater blessing. Every moment of faith opens another door. Colossians 3:2 says, "Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. Keep your eyes on God, your heart on His promises, and your feet on His path." The billionaire shift is the natural result of spiritual alignment. This shift is also about multiplication. God doesn't just add to your life, He multiplies it. Think of the boy who gave his 5 loaves and 2 fish in John 6. It wasn't much, but in Jesus' hands, it fed thousands. Your resources, your talents, your time, they may seem small, but in God's hands, they will multiply beyond measure. Your billionaire shift is about taking what you have, giving it to God, and watching Him turn it into more than you could ever imagine. As you embrace this shift, expect divine clarity. God is sharpening your vision, helping you see what others can't. You'll start to notice opportunities where others see obstacles, solutions where others see problems, and possibilities where others see limitations. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." Your clarity is a gift from God, guiding you into the fullness of your billionaire shift. This billionaire shift is also about breaking barriers. The limitations that once held you back, whether financial, emotional, or spiritual, are crumbling. God is tearing down walls, opening doors, and clearing paths. Isaiah 45:2 says, "I will go before you, and will level the mountains. I will break down gates of bronze, and cut through bars of iron." No barrier is too big for God, and no obstacle can stop your billionaire shift. Step forward with confidence, knowing that God is making a way where there seems to be no way. Let's talk about the joy of this shift. Your billionaire shift is not just about wealth, it's about joy, peace, and fulfillment. Psalm 16:11 says, "You make known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand." As you walk in God's purpose, you'll experience a joy that the world can't give and can't take away. This joy will radiate from you, drawing others to your light, inspiring them to seek God's plan for their own lives. This shift is also about influence. Your billionaire shift is positioning you to influence systems, industries, and cultures. God is raising you up to be a voice, a leader, a change maker. Think of Esther, who used her position to save her people. Your wealth, your wisdom, your faith, they're not just for you, they're for the world. God is giving you a platform to speak truth, to bring hope, to shift paradigms. Embrace your influence and use it to glorify Him. As you step into this billionaire shift, expect divine protection. The enemy will try to attack, but God has you covered. Psalm 91:11 says, "For He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways." You are surrounded by divine protection, shielded from every attack, and guided by God's hand. No weapon formed against you will prosper, because your billionaire shift is under God's divine covering. This shift is also about transformation. You're not just receiving wealth, you're becoming a new version of yourself. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old has gone, the new is here." God is transforming your mind, your heart, your vision. The old you, the one who doubted, who struggled, who felt unworthy, is being replaced by the new you, a chosen one, walking in divine purpose, radiating God's glory, and living in abundance. Let's talk about the power of expectation. Your billionaire shift is fueled by what you expect. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see." Expect God to move. Expect doors to open. Expect wealth to flow. Your expectation is a magnet, pulling God's promises into your reality. Don't limit your expectations to what seems possible. Expect the impossible, because that's where God works best. This billionaire shift is also about rest. You don't have to strive, to hustle, to exhaust yourself. God's provision is not about your effort. It's about His grace. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Rest in God's promises. Rest in His timing. Rest in his plan. Your billionaire shift is not something you have to force, it's something you receive by faith. As you embrace this shift, you'll notice a change in your relationships. God is bringing divine connections into your life. People who will support your vision, challenge your growth, and celebrate your success. These are not just friends, they're kingdom partners, sent by God to walk with you into your billionaire shift. Value them, honor them, and build with them. Ecclesiastes 4:12 says, "A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. Your strength is amplified by the company you keep." This shift is also about purpose. Your billionaire shift is not about accumulating wealth for its own sake. It's about fulfilling God's purpose for your life. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Your wealth is a tool for your purpose, a resource for your calling, a means to make a difference. Embrace your purpose and watch how God multiplies your impact. Let's talk about the power of giving. Your billionaire shift is not just about receiving, it's about giving. Luke 6:38 says, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap." As you receive God's abundance, give generously. Give to those in need. Give to God's kingdom. Give to causes that align with His heart. Your giving will open the floodgates of heaven, bringing even more blessings into your life. This billionaire shift is also about boldness. God is calling you to step out, to take risks, to trust Him in ways you never have before. Joshua 1:9 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Your billionaire shift requires you to move forward with boldness, to seize opportunities, to speak with authority. Don't shrink back, step up, because God is with you. As you embrace this shift, expect divine wisdom. James 1:5 says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you." God is giving you wisdom to navigate this shift, to make decisions that multiply your resources, to steward your wealth with integrity. Ask for His wisdom and trust that He will guide your every step. This billionaire shift is also about legacy. Your wealth is not just for you, it's for the generations that follow. Psalm 112:2 says, "Their children will be mighty in the land. The generation of the upright will be blessed." Your billionaire shift will create a legacy of faith, abundance, and impact. You're building something that will outlive you, something that will carry God's name into the future. Let's talk about the power of vision. Your billionaire shift is fueled by the vision God has placed in your heart. Proverbs 29:18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." Write down the vision God has given you. Declare it. Act on it. Your vision is not just a dream, it's a divine blueprint, a roadmap to your billionaire shift. Trust it, pursue it, and watch how God brings it to life. This shift is also about alignment with God's timing. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." Your billionaire shift is happening in God's perfect timing. Trust His process, even when it feels slow. Every moment of waiting is a moment of preparation. Every delay is a setup for a greater breakthrough. God is aligning every detail, and when the time is right, your shift will unfold with divine precision. As you step into this billionaire shift, expect divine favor. Psalm 84:11 says, For the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord bestows favor and honor. No good thing does he withhold from those whose walk is blameless. God's favor is surrounding you, opening doors, creating opportunities, and positioning you for success. Walk in that favor and watch how it transforms your life. This shift is also about transformation. You're not just stepping into wealth, you're stepping into a new version of yourself. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." God is renewing your mind, reshaping your identity, and preparing you for the greatness He's called you to. Embrace the transformation, because it's making you ready for your billionaire shift. Let's talk about the power of faith. Your billionaire shift is not about what you can see, it's about what you believe. Hebrews 11:6 says, "And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to Him must believe that He exists and that He rewards those who earnestly seek Him." Your faith is the key to your billionaire shift. Believe in God's promises, trust in His plan, and watch how He rewards your faith with abundance. This billionaire shift is also about impact. Your wealth is not just for you, it's for the world. God is raising you up to be a solution, a healer, a builder. Your billionaire shift will fund schools, launch businesses, support ministries, and change lives. You're not just receiving wealth, you're redistributing it, turning scarcity into abundance, despair into hope, and dreams into reality. As you embrace this shift, expect divine protection. The enemy will try to attack, but God has you covered. Psalm 91:4 says, "He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge." You are protected, chosen one. No weapon formed against you will prosper, because your billionaire shift is under God's divine covering. This shift is also about purpose. Your billionaire shift is not about accumulating wealth. It's about fulfilling God's purpose for your life. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Your wealth is a tool for your purpose, a resource for your calling, a means to make a difference. Embrace your purpose and watch how God multiplies your impact. Let's talk about the power of giving. Your billionaire shift is not just about receiving, it's about giving. Luke 6:38 says, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap." As you receive God's abundance, give generously. Give to those in need. Give to God's kingdom. Give to causes that align with His heart. Your giving will open the floodgates of heaven, bringing even more blessings into your life. This billionaire shift is also about boldness. God is calling you to step out, to take risks, to trust Him in ways you never have before. Joshua 1:9 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Your billionaire shift requires you to move forward with boldness, to seize opportunities, to speak with authority. Don't shrink back, step up, because God is with you. As you step into this shift, expect divine wisdom. James 1:5 says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you." God is giving you wisdom to navigate this shift, to make decisions that multiply your resources, to steward your wealth with integrity. Ask for His wisdom and trust that He will guide your every step. This billionaire shift is also about legacy. Your wealth is not just for you, it's for the generations that follow. Psalm 112:2 says, "Their children will be mighty in the land. The generation of the upright will be blessed." Your billionaire shift will create a legacy of faith, abundance, and impact. You're building something that will outlive you, something that will carry God's name into the future. Let's talk about the power of vision. Your billionaire shift is fueled by the vision God has placed in your heart. Proverbs 29:18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." Write down the vision God has given you. Declare it. Act on it. Your vision is not just a dream, it's a divine blueprint, a roadmap to your billionaire shift. Trust it, pursue it, and watch how God brings it to life. This shift is also about alignment with God's timing. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." Your billionaire shift is happening in God's perfect timing. Trust His process, even when it feels slow. Every moment of waiting is a moment of preparation. Every delay is a setup for a greater breakthrough. God is aligning every detail, and when the time is right, your shift will unfold with divine precision. As you embrace this shift, expect divine favor. Psalm 84:11 says, "For the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord bestows favor and honor. No good thing does He withhold from those whose walk is blameless." God's favor is surrounding you, opening doors, creating opportunities, and positioning you for success. Walk in that favor and watch how it transforms your life. This shift is also about transformation. You're not just stepping into wealth, you're stepping into a new version of yourself. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." God is renewing your mind, reshaping your identity, and preparing you for the greatness He's called you to. Embrace the transformation because it's making you ready for your billionaire shift. Let's talk about the power of faith. Your billionaire shift is not about what you can see, it's about what you believe. Hebrews 11:6 says, "And without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to Him must believe that He exists and that He rewards those who earnestly seek Him." Your faith is the key to your billionaire shift. Believe in God's promises, trust in His plan, and watch how He rewards your faith with abundance. This billionaire shift is also about impact. Your wealth is not just for you, it's for the world. God is raising you up to be a solution, a healer, a builder. Your billionaire shift will fund schools, launch businesses, support ministries, and change lives.